One of the things I hear from my clients is that they want to know more about meditation, and if they're looking to strengthen their resilience, meditation can be a part of that. And what's behind that often is that they want to reduce stress or control or manage their anxiety. Also, better self-awareness. We know that meditation can contribute to better self-awareness. That will help us in our personal and certainly our work relationships as well. And we sleep better. And we know that if we sleep better, that in the waking hours, we tend to be better in terms of managing our emotions and, again, our relationships. What I also hear from clients is the reasons why they don't or haven't tried meditation. And perhaps these are true for you as well. But one is that I've heard very frequently is, I tried it and it didn't work. Okay, that's all right. I can appreciate that people have tried meditation and perhaps they didn't see the benefits of meditation right away and got on to other things. It does take a bit of practice. And I think the practice, what's important to watch for is what are those benefits? And sometimes it's just feeling calmer during the meditation. And sometimes it's feeling calmer for 5 or 10 minutes after. Or even in a moment where you may have a bit of tension with someone and you took a moment and had a pause and didn't respond right away, can be a benefit of meditation. So certainly there's room to try it. The other thing that I hear often is that meditation is complicated. Certainly I think there's complicated in lots of ways. There's a lot of literature, a lot of books out there about how to meditate, the benefits of meditation, the research that goes with meditation and how it's impacted people's lives in so many different ways. As well as I think it's complex in terms of the word itself, meditation. The word itself can be associated with other spiritual paths. It can be contemplation, or it can be meant as prayer and other practices with other spiritual journeys. Certainly there are a lot more forms of Buddhist meditations. What they all have as a common denominator, though, is mindfulness and awareness. And like a lot of things new to us, it takes a little time to learn it and practice it and start to see some of those benefits. The third thing I hear is, I don't know how to meditate. Terrific. We're going to do a little practice here. And I've done this, I've brought this to groups of people. I've brought this to groups as small as 5 individuals or 1 individual or 300 individuals. The practice is, it's pretty straightforward. So we're trying to take away from the complexity and just give a straightforward practice and demonstrate what is meditating and what is the mindfulness practice. Here's what it can look like. Start with just sitting comfortably in a seat. I sit in a chair when I meditate. See if you can sit with your back being straight. And all you have to do, you're welcome to close your eyes, or you can listen to this after. But all we want you to do is think about your breath and just notice your breath. Just notice your breath coming in or going out. You don't need to control it. You don't need to speed it up or slow it down. You're just watching and observing your breath. And what you'll find as you do that is your mind will start to wander off and start to think about other things. It might start to make a grocery list. It might start to hear some sounds in the distance and you'll wonder what those sounds are. It might think about something that you said to someone yesterday and you need to reach out to them and clear that up. Lots, thousands of thoughts. Your job in meditation, though, is notice that thought happening and then bring your thought back to observing your breath. And again, notice your breath going in or going out. And what you'll find again is that your mind will wander off, make some plans for the future, rethink what it did this morning or yesterday. And your job again is bring it back to the breath and just notice and observe your breath. You'll find that your mind will keep taking you away, and your job with mindfulness is to bring it back and focus on the breath. That's meditation. That going back and forth between your thoughts and then focused on your breath is the practice of meditation. And I always think about it as it is a practice. You may get to the point where you can focus on your breath for a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, or certainly I have friends that do a half hour and before their mind wanders off. Cool. Whatever it is, it's the practice of just going back and forth, that is the meditation. So try it out. I do about 10 minutes a day, but if you're trying it out for the first time, just try 2 or 3 minutes. I have found consistently the reports back from people who try out the meditation, or when I've been in conferences with hundreds of people, the comments I get after is consistently, I felt so calm and I felt so settled. And you can meditate at any time. It doesn't need to be carving out a big chunk of your day. You can do this in the grocery lineup. You can do this waiting at a red light. At any time, you can just check in with your breath and you'll watch where your thoughts go and see if you can bring it back. Have some fun with it. Try it out. If it's useful, cool.